Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Media Director, Presiding Officer, Toastmaster of the Day, and dear guests. I would like to ask one question to all of you. What was your last failure? I will give few examples. Was it an entrance examinations that you could not clear? Or a relationship you gave 100%, in spite of that it could not succeed? Or a project that you have fixed the deadlines and few expectations, but that outcome was not up to the marks? We celebrate success very proudly and loudly, but failure in silence. We whisper it. We pretend it that should not come in our future. Today I will discuss about one teacher that we never like in our life, but we remember all for our future. I grew in a culture, I rise in a culture like in my family, where failures means you are incompetent, you are not capable, you don't have a stamina to go up to a certain level. During my childhood, when I do any mistakes, always punished by my parents and of my brother and sisters. Once they get more numbers in their examinations, they always reward it. That mindset, also I started thinking that failure means I am incompetent, I don't have stamina, I don't have capability to grow in my life. But one incident of my professional journey, it changed the way of thinking, the way of perspective of failure. I remember one incident in 2023 in my current organizations. I was asked to implement one policy that is related to compensation framework. That was I have to implement across the organizations for officers and operators. Operators means unionized employees, with a very tight timelines and with limited resources. I thought I am from HR, I have more than 15 years of experience. I accept the challenges. I thought it's a very easy task for me, but I never anticipated the human side. What was the impact? I started working on that project. Few days, I got a call from my plant HR team. They asked how you are doing, what was the outcome, how all employee will be benefited. Since it's a very confidential, I smiled and say I will come back to you. It's our general tendency of HR. When you say I will come back to you, it means I will not reply. Then few days later, it's an internal matter. Few days later, one employee came to me, very politely said, "Sir, I want to ask one question." I said, "Yes, tell me. Will after this revision of this compensation policy and all, will my enhanced salary will be increased? Since my daughter education fees has gone up next financial year." I said, "We are trying our level best." Again, I have given commitment, we are trying our level best. I cannot say no. Again, few days later, one of my senior, we are having a chit chat. He said, "Manish, I want to one question to you. I want to buy a car on my marriage anniversary, to give car to my wife, my dream car." Again, he asked if my EMI will be adjusted from my revised salary. I said, "Sir, again same. I'm thinking we are doing best and it's as per the company policy." But after giving these all two questions of answer, those both questions stuck with me. I really felt the pressure of HR, the kind of human pressure. I realized change the policy is not only documentation and only change the documents. It's affect the EMI of all salaried people. There are certain expenses, medical expenses for our parents, education fee of our children, of our even brothers and sisters, those who are elder in our family. After this incident, I started thinking on those days, I started late sitting in office to recheck the calculations, how the impact of each and every employee, the level wise, grade wise, position wise. I was discussing with payroll team, checking the validations of all statutory components like PF, gratuity, bonus and all. Boss didn't ask me to do all this activity, but there's one fear factor in my mind. I knew that one small mistake can change, can break the trust of the employee in the organizations. I debug my thinking. Again, that night, I could not sleep on that night. I came office early morning. First, I will discuss with my colleagues who is very close to me. I shared all my thoughts and what is coming in my mind. He said, you are right, we should think about. Then I went to my boss cabin. I said, boss, this is my feeling and it can create a problem. He said me, so all the calculation, I have explained it and everything. He said, you are doing rightly. But again, we took decision, we mutually decided, we delay the implementation. Extended for 1.5 months. We decided we'll appoint a reputed agency. We do the benchmarking of all industries, what is happening, what are the best benefits we can give. Because board has approved that policies, to do the policy. And after that delay the implementation, I realized that was my failure. I realized I only not missed the deadlines. I realized I underestimated my responsibilities. That failure was my biggest teacher I learned in my life. Also, I learned from that my failure. HR professional is just not only the data analysis and all. It's about empathy. So before taking any decision, I think twice and accordingly I take the decisions. I want to say in very short, failure is not seen as a defeat. We should think as a failure is a lesson. Failure is a turning point of your life. It's a teacher. Someone said very nicely, it is not in your hand to fall, it is in your hand how you will rise in your career. Thank you.